Too early for titles? Don't get bogged down. So are titles on your mind already? The title for your book, the title for your chapters, and so forth? As you begin to write, you might be thinking, okay, this chapter's about this and this chapter's about that. And that's good. It's good to know what your chapter's about. But do you have to have your title figured out just yet? Are you wondering if you should be using any subtitles in your chapter? Things like that. There's no need to have your titles completely figured out just yet. They're extremely important to your book. First of all, your book title is super important. That's like one of the very first things people see, right? So it's really important to have a great book title. And then comes your chapter titles. Those can be very important too. Those can help people to see, give them just a hint of what each chapter is about. If they're looking through your table of contents, they can get an idea of what your book is about. So they can serve to guide your reader. While you write your rough draft, it's not important to have those titles completely figured out. You can do that during your self-editing stage. As I said, it's good to understand the information. This chapter's about this chapter's about this, but you may end up going about changing your title frequently. So in the next module, I'm going to talk in depth about titles. So right now, you don't need to worry about having them completely figured out. It's great to have ideas, but you don't have to have it completely figured out. So if you get an idea for a title, whether it's a chapter title or a book title, write it down. For now, what you could also do is just write chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. And then you can go back and name them later. Do not get stuck on titles at this phase. Again, and I know I sound like a stuck record, but writing your rough draft is the most important thing, to just write. Get that information out of your head. The titles can come later. So if even if you think you know what the title is, you may end up changing it. As you write, you might think, nah, that's not the best title. So don't get too caught up in that right now, because even if you are certain you're going to name it a certain thing, you might find out that you're actually changing it later. So again, your main focus is to write, and you'll learn all you need to know about titles in the titles module.